This has to be probably the dirtiest gun that I have needed to clean up in like a long time. Hello and welcome to Firearm Freedom. If you don't know me, this isn't my usual setup, so don't judge me, okay? This is a special video. If you have no idea who I am, my name's Joe. Thank you for stopping by. If you have not seen it yet, about a week and a half ago, I took this pistol, the TRP full rail operator, through a 1,000 round burn down test at the range, and I think the pistol performed incredibly well. I had mentioned multiple times in that video that the gun was actually dirty prior to that test by about 1,000 rounds uncleaned. So this is about 2,000 rounds later on this pistol, and in today's video, per YouTube's guidelines, I am not going to be able to show you everything, but I am going to show you the gun as it is in this unbelievably dirty configuration. I've also let it cook in my armory for about the past week prior to this video coming out. And as you can see here, it is in very, very rough shape overall. And we are going to go over the things inside of the pistol that may be showing more wear or not, and you guys are going to find out along with me. That's part of the reason why I have the cameras set up here. I want to get you the best possible angle, and I have not seen all this stuff yet, so it could look really, really bad in there. I do not know, but step number one is going to be simply we gotta see what's going on here. So as you can see, the barrel is looking pretty rough overall, but if I had to guess, I would imagine it's not even going to be that bad in there. Okay, so this thing is, I tried to wear blue gloves and use the no mat on my tabletop here so that you guys could see just how atrocious this thing is. So what I want to first showcase here is simply like, dude, look at the debris on the recoil spring on this thing. Like, so I love this gun. As a side note, I wasn't trying to like beat it up or destroy it, but with that being said, I run the shit out of my guns, and this is the firing sequence that I am typically going to put through a gun, like it or not. So let's look. I'm trying not to like totally remove everything before you see it just with the gloves, but as you can see, kind of like how I anticipated, the slide on this thing is tight. So as you can see, we don't have a ton of carbon fouling on the top, but as we rotate it around, oof, the chamber, dude, is so bad. So we have a lot of carbon fouling around the feed ramp area, of course, like as you can see, and really a lot of this is going to be after I wipe it away clean, which is going to be super satisfying. You're going to see a major difference from before and after. As you can see with the rifling there, we're looking pretty good. Not terrible. Rifling is always so freaking hard to capture on camera, but the rifling, quite frankly, could be significantly worse. And then our crown there is once again looking okay. Not the best, not the worst, for sure. I think the most notable in the dirtiness scale is the slide. I mean, dude, it is like every nook and cranny on this gun is absolutely coated, and it's very hard to tell. Like, if this was a stainless gun right now, your jaws would be dropping, and I promise you, after it's all said and done and we've cleaned up the most disgusting gun you have ever seen, it's going to be a different story. It's going to be like those Facebook videos when they're taking like a rusted hunk of garbage and just turning it into something else. It's going to be like one of those. In the rear of the trigger, all that carbon just seeping out. I mean, just every area of this slide is totally caked. We are seeing some wear on the Cerakote there. I'm going to move our Surefire, which is also totally caked, our X300 on the bottom, but not as big of a deal there. And we are going to look at the slide. Again, hard to tell with it being black, but if I had to guess, we're going to see some extreme wear patterns. There is the front face, which is very hard to show you. So I'm going to try to get it angled up there. Overall, immediately not seeing any super concerning wear, which is very impressive, just a lot of carbon. And that may be from my ring or something, my wedding ring over the years of owning this pistol and racking the slide, that it just happens. But I've noticed that on this slide, and I'm not exactly sure why I have that speckled wear pattern. All right, so I know a lot of you are going to ask, I am not sponsored at all at the moment, but definitely not sponsored by M Pro 7. That just so happens to be the cleaner that I typically use. So I sprayed that on all the parts, as you can see, and I did get it scrubbed up already. So I have it kind of ready to be wiped in a very satisfying way. We have a relatively clean blue shop rag. Let's get to seeing what we got here. Not that bad. I mean, could be a lot worse. Dude, for 1,000 rounds continuous and then 2,000 in total, I mean, all right. It's pretty bad. But definitely not as bad as it could have been. I'm pretty impressed by that with the overall fit and finish and wear that is seeing. And you can see now we have some wear coming through on the slide rails there in the frame. Man, this is quite the bitch to film this video. There's a reason why I don't do a lot of cleaning videos like this. And man, it is not that worn at all. Feed ramp looking really good. A little bit of carbon fouling, but definitely nothing that's going to show any need for extreme concern. And the slide rails are looking good. Hammer, solid, not a ton of deformation or any burrs or anything like that, which is excellent. It's about exactly what you would expect to see after about 4,500 rounds, which is what this pistol has on it. A lot of the carbon actually just kind of fell right off the barrel as soon as the solvent went on there. M Pro 7, a lot of people hate on it. For me, it's actually worked like shockingly well. So I did not scrub the rifling yet, but even just spraying the solvent down there, our rifling is still looking substantially better. Crown, man, dude, a little bit of carbon fouling, but that would come right off with a proper lead removal cleaner. So again, no extreme wear. Very hard to tell the overall wear on the barrel just because it is stainless. So unless something is like very obviously worn, you wouldn't really be able to tell that. I realized it did not show you guys the extractor and the firing pin. So I did pull that out because you would definitely want to clean that up in 1,000 rounds at the bare minimum. But our extractor is looking excellent. Absolutely no extreme pits or anything like that. Of course, was still properly tuned, feeling good. A lot of people had concerns about the MIM parts in these Springfields. And if you guys haven't guessed it now, I can assure you I am not any sort of shill for Springfield. I just like their 1911. And I will say 100% that if a MIM part is done correctly, there should not be any issue. It's when they're not done correctly, milled or mimmed or whatever, that you're going to run into issues. So this is 4,500 rounds later. I am yet to have any issues with the ejector, the extractor, any of those things, or any of the mimmed parts. These are all factory Springfield parts. Firing pin, looking good. A little tiny bit of peening up there at the top, barely, but not much. No concerns. Spring could probably, really all the springs in this could probably use a replacement at this point. Usually in a 1911, you're going to get about 5,000 rounds. Would be a lot on a recoil spring. But with that being said, I mean, it's It's doable, obviously, to get to that point. And our guide rod, looking excellent. A lot of people swap this out. No concerns there. Man, cleaning up so good. God, I love this gun. I really love this gun so much. So unbelievably much. Let's go ahead and wipe off the slide, which is where all of our kind of our business end, if you will, is taking place here of the carbon and the fouling and the debris. Obviously, I have taken off the back plate that holds in your firing pin, but not a ton of wear or deformation there from the hammer. Looking good. And I mean, dude, that's solid. It's not bad at all. That's crazy. Why am I whispering? As you can see with our breech face there, it's so hard to show you on camera. It is quite worn. There's a good look at the wear of the finish on the face. That has definitely seen better days. Other than that, though, I mean, we're looking quite good on the slide. A lot of wear overall on the Cerakote from holster reps and all those things, but nothing that's like crazy concerning. And then also a ton of brass and really just wear from the brass hitting the slide. So overall, although I am sweating bullets right now because this is very, very hard to film, we are looking pretty good. So at this point, what I'm going to do is finish cleaning this sucker up, put everything back together, and show you how slick and smooth it is after we are all done up and ready to go. You're not going to want to miss this because I would imagine it's going to be quite smooth. The final product. I'm going to hopefully have on top what this looked like prior to cleaning, and on the bottom what it looks like now as I'm talking to you. You can see a little bit more wear present on that hammer, the face of the hammer, but check this out. I'm going to bring it up to the mic. You ready for it? You ready for it? So nice, so smooth. D10's feeling good. Absolutely no issues or concerns. Quite frankly, the spring, although a little loose, does not even feel that bad. I really think I could get away with further shooting on the TRP. And quite frankly, I'm just unbelievably impressed with this pistol, how it's performing, all of those things. Really, I mean, the pistol blows me away, for real. If you enjoy 1911 content, you want to see more content like this, I got this for you over here. It's a whole playlist of 1911 content, including the 1,000 round breakdown as a whole. So definitely check that out. If you stayed until now, look, we're probably vibing it out. So this button over here is for you. You know what to do. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great content coming soon.